Okay, so I have a very simple Android app with a basic call to the NXP's TapLinx SDK. And when I deploy to my Samsung Note 5, it fails. And before I show the code, let's do a quick show of the Android devices connected to my Samsung Note 5. I'm going to run the tag info, and as you can tell, it works. I'm going to scan one of my Mayfair or MyFair Desfire EV2 cards, and it detects and works just fine. And so that part is for sure. These apps are working just fine. And if you go into my settings on my phone, this is a developer phone. It's my backup phone. It's currently running Android 7.0, and I have the developer options enabled. And let's close this back, and I'm gonna show uh, the source code here really quick, so you guys have a view into it. Just a very simple activity with a button, and when I go into the code, um, obviously I have the namespace is I have an app ID from the NXP's link, rather TapLinx SDK that I use for this app. And also, if you look at the basic call, all it does is when I click on that button, it does an init NXP call, which in turn does a show message through a toast. So I just do a couple of debug show message toasts here, and then I call the initialize NXP library method, which does nothing but basically doing getting a reference to the instance of the lib, and then it does a try catch on it, and then if that goes through well, it goes into this section here where it does a register activity, and then that's it. So throughout this simple procedure, I have show messages just so I can track and debug the flow of the message. The show message function itself is nothing fancy. I took this off of your sample, and the toast does just that, right? And nothing else, nothing fancy going on here. So as you can tell, there's nothing else in this basic construct of this app. And now I'm deploying it to this Note 5, as you can tell here. And if let me quickly run this, and you will see it here on the screen. Okay, so here it is. When I click on this function, this button here, it throws the init NXP toast, and then it says the harness has stopped, and I can restart it. Then it fails. So I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong here. I mean, this is a basic construct, and I can even show, if you go in my Gradle, this is my Gradle with my username, password. I'm going to hide these when I put out the video, but if you look at, that's my namespace or the app ID. That's a min SDK. And yeah, so nothing fancy here. Under the repositories, I have a Maven block with username, password, and the URL to the SDK. Again, this is taken out of your TapLinx SDK sample, right? So there's nothing going on fancy from my side. It's a copy paste, except for my user ID and password. And then under the dependencies, I have this block here, and that's it. And I changed the 1.5 to 1.7. That was the only difference, because obviously your 1.7 is much later version of the library. So I said 1.7 here, but happy to try 1.5. I think I tried 1.5 one time and that failed to even build, I think it was. Anyway, so 1.7 fails, and these settings are again from your sample file. So as you can tell, there's nothing fancy going on here, and still the app fails. And I tried this installing on my Samsung S10 Plus, same issue, and it fails in a similar way. I hope you guys can help fix this issue, or what is it that I'm doing wrong as to what's causing this issue to or occur. I'm not sure. Thanks. Bye.